What's going on? Well, my name is Serial Sensei of the Garden Creatives, and today I just wanted to come in and talk about some video games real quick. Now, we all know the Wii U Eshop is closing, and if you're like me and you're one of like 25 people on Earth who still has a Wii U, still plays it, you might be browsing the eShop trying to see what you can buy before it closes forever on March 27th of 2023. And I'm here to let you know about at least one game that you need to consider buying from the Wii U eShop, and that is Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. Now, I don't know nothing about Dungeons & Dragons. The only dungeons I be in are in Zelda, and I ain't got no dragons. But this game is fire, and you definitely need to give this a look. Chronicles of Mystara was developed by Iron Galaxy Games and published by Capcom, and it's actually a bit of a bundle. It's an HD remastering of two older Capcom arcade games, being Dungeons & Dragons Tower of Doom and Dungeons & Dragons Shadow over Mystara. Now, when you start the game, you can toggle between both, but it actually starts on Shadow of Mystara. And for this video, that's going to be the only part of the game I'll reference, because I actually have not played the Tower of Doom side. But to be honest, for $14.99, the Shadow of Mystara section is good enough to buy alone before you even get to Tower of Doom. Now, Chronicles of Mystara is a beat 'em up that's also kind of mixed in with some action RPG elements. When you start the game, you start off in the arcade mode. You get to choose between 6 different classes of characters. You get a thief, an elf, a dwarf, a fighter, magic user, and a cleric. My personal favorites, the elf, mad OP but fun. Fighter's about that action. I'm about that action, so we mesh well together. And the little dwarf homie be hitting like a tank out here for no reason, but I rock with the dwarf. And with all of these different classes, everybody has like their own kind of distinct fighting style with, you know, their own advantages and disadvantages that you'll figure out as you play for yourself. Now, I thought that when I first played this, because it was a beat 'em up, I was like, oh, you know, I'll just do some button mashing with the attack button, occasionally jump every now and again and move out the way. But they actually do have a pretty in-depth combat system. You won't really just be spamming the attack button. You actually have some legit like inputs, like you're playing Street Fighter to do some of these moves. And the game doesn't explain much while you're actually playing, but if you want to see your moveset, which I would highly recommend, just press start, go to the how to play menu, and you can see all of the inputs for each specific character and see, you know, all the kind of special moves and things that they have. And after you've gotten those moves mastered, there's still more ways to dish out the violence. You get this nice little item wheel that gives you additional items. So you might hit somebody with a hammer, shoot them with an arrow, bring the magic out because you got the magic user. So you're hitting people with thunder, fire, and ice, and all kinds of wild stuff while you're fighting these little creature gargoyle beasts. I don't know what these things are, but you see it on the screen. You see who I'm beating up. This is footage of me playing. But you know, when you combine the little item wheel mixed with the already kind of in-depth combat, it makes the fighting in this game so much fun. And another thing that they did that I really enjoyed that helps add to the replay factor is there are parts in the game where you might end up talking with an NPC or even amongst your group, and they'll make you make a decision about which path you should take next. And this gives you a chance to travel different routes, go to different areas, end up fighting like different kinds of enemies. You may encounter a new boss fight, so that's super dope. You get a leveling system, so when you come back to play for the second time around, third time around, you keep wanting that smoke, you keep coming back. Your character just keeps getting stronger, so you keep, you know, adding to your HP or your attack power. You're unlocking new abilities. You can even get new game modes. They got a vault that you unlock when you beat the game for the first time, so you can go down there, you can purchase concept art, like I said, additional game modes, and just all of this extra content. It's more stuff that I won't even really mention, but there's a lot of extra things you can buy that help make the game even more fun and just add to the replay factor of the game. And it's just super dope. If there were any flaws that I could point out with this game, there are some sections that move just too fast for no reason, i.e. I'm sitting here trying to support my little local merchant, and they got a time limit while you're in the shop. So they're, you know, I'm trying to browse and, you know, make sure I'm stocking up on my arrows and my daggers and my oil, and y'all trying to kick me out of the shop in like 30 minutes. Like, why are we rushing? why are y'all kicking me out? And the story bits when you're trying to piece together the story and read what's going on, the text goes by like super fast. I never finished the entire text, so that's flying by. There was even a part in the game where I think I was in like a secret area, some place I hadn't been before, and they put a time limit while I was walking around. Like, bro, I'm trying to walk around and talk to people and see what's going on, and y'all trying to rush me out of here. Like, I don't like the little time limit. The time limit things are weird in this game. I don't understand why they put those in. They don't make much sense to me at all. But that would honestly be the only gripe. The rest of this game is dope. The combat is fun. The 2D sprites look good. The soundtrack, you know, matches the game. Everything about this is dope. This was actually a much more in-depth game than what I thought I was getting and what I saw on the surface. This game is super dope, and if you like this style of game, if you like beat 'em ups, this is definitely one you should play. I will definitely be coming back to this. I need to do multiple playthroughs so I can travel these other routes, see these new areas, and just unlock all of the other additional content that this game has to offer. So if you too like to be like me, play this game, throw some hands with some fighters and some magical folks, some dwarfs, you can check out Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara on the Wii U Eshop. It is $14.99, and it only takes up 253 megabytes of space. So when you're browsing that Wii U Eshop trying to find something before closing, make sure you give this a look. But that is all I got for today's video. My name is Serial Sensei of the Garden Creatives, and I will catch y'all next time. Oh! No, I like the tireless work. No, he coming back. I'm bringing him back. I'm letting him finish the job. I'm letting my man finish the job. He earned this. He want this. Yeah. Yeah. I will not fall for your illusions. Your tomfoolery. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. The tireless warrior. You better run. Who this little dude? Who is this person? Who is this very miniature person? Keep pursuing the sorceress. Go save the people. We'll go. Let's go say the gnomes, man. Y'all struggling.